As the office coordinator of the Kernel Connection, I was given a task to come up with a business development idea on something that could positively impact the community and the school for Nichols. So, I'm in the P set and Sat C. The petroleum engineering technology and safety management degree, and I kind of had a couple of my own opinions that made sense to me that would I thought made sense to other people, and it's basically a hybrid program between an engineering program with the safety management and engineering technologies. There's a difference between them, but they're not very far apart. One is that the actual petroleum engineer is the one that draws up all the schematics of it, and the petroleum engineering technology is about applicating it and putting it in place and installing it. There's two schools in the entire state of Louisiana that only offer, that offer the petroleum engineering. Only two schools in the state that offer that, curriculum. So you're kind of limited on what you can really do. You can see that the daily commuter, just to go for 1 year, is almost $24,000, and just going to stay on campus at LSU is an outrageous 40,000. And but the students in the petroleum engineering programs have actually increased a lot, an incredible amount, like more than double. It's going up at a very rapid rate. As you can tell at the bottom, the percent increase is 137% increased over just 5 years for the amount of students that graduated. The other school that offers the petroleum engineering degree it's a bachelor's degree. Petroleum engineering is the University of Louisiana Lafayette, and that one is not as expensive for the campus housing, but it's still pretty pricey when you compare it to Nichols. You can tell that the estimated yearly cost for a daily commuter is 20,000. For campus housing is 26,000, and the increase in students graduating in petroleum engineering from 2015 to 2019 has a percent increases of 143%, and that is over just a time period of 4 years, which is like close to more. I think it's, yeah, right around double. And Nichols' cost of attendance for yearly cost is a lot of weight off the chest whenever you're looking at the price. It's only 7,000, estimated cost for daily commuters, and roughly $15,000 for campus housing. But the increase in students, now Nichols does not have a petroleum engineering degree. They have a petroleum engineering technology associate's degree, but like I said, it's only for the application, not the actual engineering design. But you can get an associate's in petroleum engineering technology, and you can get an associate's in safety management, or you can take both, and it actually comes together to form a bachelor's degree, which is not normally, it would just be two associates, but the classes are so similar that they combined it and called it like a new hybrid class that was, separated from the other ones, different and better. And that's currently what I'm enrolled in right now. And I've always wondered, why didn't Nichols have at least a petroleum engineering, part of the college, just for the simple fact that they got the engineering technology, safety management, oil production, drilling. They have everything else besides petroleum engineering. I mean, I could understand them not having like electrical engineering, not having, mechanical, civil, stuff like that. But if you got, you already have so much in the petroleum department that you might as well just, you know, take the steps to get more teachers hired on and to be able to fill those spots for students to be able to achieve a petroleum engineering degree, which I think would be the first engineering degree at Nichols, which would be pretty nice. But the Petroleum Engineering Technology and Safety Management bachelor degree for Nichols actually saw a decrease from 2017 to 2018. It was actually went from 86 degrees, degrees awarded to 52 degrees awarded the next year. It was a percent decrease of about 40%. And they didn't have the statistics for 2019 yet. Now this is you can tell, put petroleum engineering on the left side, and then petroleum engineering technology and safety management on the right side. It's kind of like a couple of good things and bad things about them, but you can tell that University of Louisiana Lafayette and LSU are both on the petroleum engineering side because those are the only two colleges that offer it. It's a 4-year bachelor degree. It has a pretty high cost of attendance, and the number of degrees awarded each year grows rapidly. It's got a very high demand. It's a very valuable degree. People definitely would, sacrifice time to be able to go and get that degree. It takes a lot of planning, creating, and thinking of the best way to build platforms and rigs. It's just a lot different from, actual petroleum engineering technology. You don't actually do any planning, creating, or thinking. You just work with the technology that is given you. And honestly, petroleum engineering degrees just more appealing to employers and students from, my own personal talks around with people that, petroleum engineer is normally the guy that's walking around on the platform, making sure everything went just like he thought it would. But on the petroleum engineering technology and safety management side, is also a 4-year bachelor degree, but it's not an engineering, and like actual engineering is not really as much math in the curriculum. But one good thing about it is that the bachelor program can be divided into 2 associate's degrees, which is not normal. It's why they call it a hybrid degrees, because it can be manipulated to get 1 associate's, 2 associates, or a bachelor's. And the decline is mainly, I believe, because people want petroleum engineering degrees. They don't want a petroleum engineering technology and safety management, because it's not the same, and they don't pay the same, like depending on where you're working and stuff like that. But regardless, there's always a high demand for educated petroleum workers. And basically what my business proposal was about is taking a petroleum engineering curriculum and sort of meshing it with the curriculum that is already existing at Nichols. What I mean by this is Nichols they already offer a quarter of the classes that it takes to get a petroleum engineering degree. So for a petroleum engineering degree, you only need roughly like 65% of the rest of the curriculum, because it's almost like getting 25% off a purchase. You don't have to put in as much work because you already have some of the program already there. It's just not in enough depth in the actual math aspect. But if you did, I'm thinking that since that LSU and UL both have a steady incline of people graduating in petroleum engineering, if Nichols could bring that to their place without spending much money, just get by to where it's just like one class for the time being, but it'll just be enough for the word to get out, and other nearby oil field companies hear about it, and they'll donate scholarships and stuff like that. They're gonna be able to help out. They're gonna want all the candidates coming from the college to be able to possibly work for them one day. um, it's just a plan that it doesn't take very much effort, but you can have a massive impact on a turnaround. It could be an overall economical boom for the entire community of Thibodaux, just for the simple fact that more and more people would be coming here each year, just for that particular program. But the main seller to that is the price of nickels per year compared to LSU and UL. If you go get a petroleum engineering degree from UL or LSU, it's going to be outrageous. You're going to be close to $100,000 in debt by the time it's all over with, compared to if you went to Nichols and got the same degree, plus you can, get other, I say other degrees, but like maybe a different associate's degree in petroleum services that's just able to fluctuate because it's all hybrid like classes. So the petroleum engineering would be a regular 4-year degree, but you can do petroleum engineering and then take the safety management after. You can get so many of them, and that way you could just be one well-rounded individual. If you wanted, it'd probably take like up to 7 years, but it's a business plan that doesn't take very much. You might have to get like 4 or 5 teachers, maybe 6, 7 teachers, but I mean at that point, you're going into probably a couple $100,000 for salary. But the amount of students that you could bring with just 1 year of it being open, I mean, within 5 years, I mean, I feel like people would be flooding in here just to be able to get the degree because of how cheap it is. It's just a good business plan for Nichols to be able to blow up on the map, to be able to really stick out as, a really top college. Like, this is, if Nichols were to do this, they would be only the 3rd college in the state that offers a petroleum engineering degree. And I feel like it would be a really good boom, and a really positive thing for the whole entire Nichols campus and organization. It's just, if I was up there, I mean, I'm hypothetical office coordinator, but this is a good idea. I like it.